we've already established that your mistake is you get here and you get eager, and everything comes down at once, and there's no chance to get my hips and shoulders open. Right? We're going to throw the club head at the ball, causing us to stand up. Thin shots, fat shots, left shots. We need the hips and shoulders more open. That's what we're striving to get in this lesson.
Keep going left.
Good shot. Still left. That's been your problem. Hey everybody, it's Scott McMurray with Scott McMurray Golf. Today I'm going to give my new student, Josh, his third lesson. What have been your problems, Josh? You got that left
Biggest
shot.
problem really is consistency. When I do hit the ball, which a lot of times I hit, behind it, I tend to either slice it or put it left. Lately, I've been putting it left. The past week or so, I've been putting it left.
Okay.
Early on, I was slicing, now it's going left.
Okay, so we worked on fundamentals, a good grip, a good setup, and a good takeaway. So we got our pre-shot fundamentals, and we started the first tier, what we're working on, and we actually introduced the hinge too, remember?
Yes, I do.
So now we're hitting it pretty good, as that one showed. We got 95 mile per hour ball speed, good launch angle. Backspin's a little low for the club we're hitting, but the distance is all right at 141. The big problem here is we're 29 yards offline to the left. So without getting fancy and breaking down the video today, because we haven't introduced the whole swing yet, the 4 blocks, I'm going to tell you we're coming over the top. So we're getting steep on the downswing. We're getting simultaneous. We need to learn how to start the downswing, the first move down, and how the club reacts and how the upper body reacts. So I guess I'm getting too a little ahead of myself that we start the downswing with the legs. One more. Good. So that one's a little straight. And do you find that when they don't go left, and maybe you don't hit it quite as far and quite as high, but it does go straight?
Yeah.
And then the ones that do go left, you just kill. They go a long way, right?
That was 162.
Right.
Bigger than my normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to have you do right now, remember, we had a small review. Any questions on what we talked about, the grip, the setup, and the takeaway?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and take it to the top. I'm going to ask you, like we've done in the past, just to take it to halfway position, like the L position, and freeze. Right. Now start your downswing in slow motion. See, right, see how the hands and the shoulders took over and this club came over the top or outside right away?
Yeah.
We need this to come last. Now notice also how closed your hips are. Right, your hips are now to begin to get open. And we're going to throw this club down and hit it. Coming over the top of that golf ball. You get what I mean by pass. So now we're talking about path.
All right.
Instead of an inside out, or maybe that ball would start 5 yards right and turn back to our line. This one's not a good representation, but that first one you hit where it started left and went 30 yards left, you're coming over the top. So we actually have to do something else to get ready to make a forward swing after our takeaway. We have to do something with our legs. So let's go ahead and take it to the top again. Now, before we do that, I want you to notice the pressure in that left foot. Just notice how much pressure you have in your left foot as you take it to the top and stop. Notice there's less there than there was before. Yeah. A little bit more.
Oh yeah.
Our first job
Transition.
is a good transition, absolutely. So you, in other words, swing down immediately.
Yeah.
Everything at once. Let's go ahead and just get into a better, good. And I want to start feeling this left knee going back out over the ball of that foot. See how what's that?
When I'm up top, you're saying
absolutely.
That's what's happened.
Absolutely. So let's answer that. Let's go ahead and relax. Okay, so absolutely. When you're ready, get a good grip, good setup. Take it to a top. Doesn't have to be a full top, just a mini top. Good. So right, instead of this, our first move down, we're going to have to drill it home, is going to be that. Okay? Any questions?
Before it comes down.
Before it comes down.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to help shallow out the club instead of getting steep, and that's going to help.
Power.
It's not only going to be power, but it's going to help you help you stop missing it left so much, especially 30 yards. Because now we got you hitting it good. You got a better engine, you're turning, you feel the rotary in the shoulders. We just can't stand here and at that point make a transition where we throw the club at the ball, losing club head lag and getting steep. As you saw on the camera, that club head face is coming. You shouldn't be able to see it yet. So we're just reversing this. I'm going to take it to the top. I'm going to shift my weight. The club stayed back. Now the next step I'm going to tell you, it's like a two-step process. This is number one, is the club stays back. And we're going to get our shoulders and the club face back to the ball. And we'll use the impact bag for that in a minute. With hip turn. Right? And you can't see the ground I get in this video, but that's going to keep the face very square, holding a line of compression. To learn this drill, to work on this, I'd prefer you just a little turn and a little set, right? Now, hit the knee, good. And let's start feeling hip turn, good, good. So you go ahead and hit this bag for me, and I just want you to go ahead and hit it as best as you can. Not a full swing, just a 3/4 swing. Okay. Good. That's not bad. Now at home, I noticed you were pretty open there, so we're feeling it. At home, I want you to do it like this. I'm going to show you a couple of drills to work on.
Freeze at the top.
Stop at the top. Good. Left knee. And go slower this time. I just want you to feel this one thing, getting the club in the shoulders. Good. Into the bag.
Yeah.
All right. Now, do it again. Little stop at the top, knee, turn, good. All legs, turn. Good, didn't that feel different?
Yeah.
Right, see how you're standing, you're not leaning forward. Before I seen a little of this, and this is the big mistake, so instead of turn, we're gonna, in slow motion, you're gonna have too much weight on the right foot because there's not enough dynamics. But you see this, and here's turn, and a little foot, now we're in trouble. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's gonna be here and here, and I'm gonna get a little training tool to give you a little bit more feedback on that in a second. You just to hold this instead of putting it in your belt loops right now. Pretend we have a club. This is what it's gonna look like. Shift, rotate. That's gonna be that, right? Just with your left arm, like you were tossing a ball with your, no, this one's held, hold it here. There you go. And shift, good. No arm. All legs. Nice, feel the difference?
Yeah.
A little exaggerated that time. Try to keep our forward bend in 3 dimensions, so that tilt we talked about, don't stand up. Move this. So I want to see, this is, if I can, this is all my internal thought. Move this. Move this. Wow. So this is kind of, that's not the hip. Right?
Yeah.
Good. Go to the top. 1. Move it. Boom. Very nice. So you don't have to force it, as long as we're getting the transition and learning how to get the hip rotation to help us get open. Not the shoulders, not the hands, not the club head.
No.
So what we should see.
Lower body.
Right. But back to the swing. Now it's going left, Scott. I'm dumping the club and I'm hitting behind the ball. Well, we should start seeing. That one might be a little bit extra training and some more drills. That's why I gave you this drill.
Yeah.
Right? So I can't. What we should see on the lefties, instead of being steep, it'll give us a chance to shallow that club out. Did you see how the difference where the club head was coming?
Yeah. Came like lower.
So if it were here and I'm not open, what are you going to do? Throw the club head at the ball, hit it fat, stand up. If I'm here, I'm going to teach myself, or I'm going to eventually learn how I need to get open. Right?
Yeah.
So we need to get an impact bag. We need to do that drill. Once again, it's like a freeze drill. Here, shift our weight and move the rod. We could do it at that speed and get something out of it. We're using the hips and the legs to get the club into the bag. Really soft grip, not trying to hit the bag hard. Any questions?
I don't think so. I like the open.
Right, you don't have to force it that much either. Let's do a really super slow motion. Like in doses. So I want one knee, 2 yellow rod if we had it. Good. No arms. Don't even try to hit it. Right, that's your power. That is hitting it. I noticed a little bit of at the end. We're learning the bag's there because I want you to learn no force. This is the force. But did you see the extra power with the hips? So back to speed, I guess you could say, is here. Once I've taken my time, because we don't have to rush this, to shift, the speed's there. Rotation again, just like on the takeaway. Rotary, rotary, rotary. Couple more times. Now let's do something different. Take it to the top and please stop this time, or I'll get killed on this one. little lower. Okay. Shift your weight. And no. Okay, that's the difference. 1, 2. 1, 2. The reason we're going so slow at it. Why? My goodness. Why? I'm a pretty good athlete. Why do I have to go 1 and 2? 1 and 2, because at full speed right now, your old habits are going to take over, and you're going to do just what we saw. 1, 2, 3, all at once, and that simultaneous would be a good word.
Yeah.
It can't come down immediately. So the drill is just a 1, and I'm going to hold that club, and I want you to turn. I'm going to let it go, and you're going to find out how much power we've stored without trying to produce power. So let's do it again. Take it to the top and stop, and then I'll let you do 1 once I grab the club. We're going to drop it lower. 1, yellow rod. Good. That's the feel. See how little we had in the arms and the hands that time?
Yeah.
But we still heard a pretty good pop into the bag.
Yeah.
Let's do that one again. This is me helping you with the first drill I've given you with holding that left arm back, basically.
Stop.
Take it to the top, stop. A little lower, we don't have to take it all the way up. Shift your weight, turn. Nice. Okay. So when we get started with balls, I know you're an eager fella. Looking forward to going to Michigan?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, it's going to be great. This kid, smart guy, is going to get to play that university golf course. Let me trade you clubs real quick. Just trade me spots. Oh, that's why we got to get you ready. Business world. So I think we should hit a couple drills. Pretending the bag was there, maybe 20%. As far as speed and effort, we'll go, yeah, boy, I'm tired and stiff this morning. We'll go, shift, and rotate. That's it. That's the best way you're gonna learn that, not just hitting full shots, trust me on that. So, whatever, get in our golf stance, take a minute. Here, shift, right? Just making some good contact. The ball should go pretty straight. Won't go very high, but because we don't have a hinge. Okay, good. Slow it down just a little bit. I got the ball. Just a little bit. I'm gonna just tone it down. Don't have to swing so hard. I like where you added the speed though. Nothing wrong with that. Speed's coming from the thought of the yellow rod and the rotary. We don't have to rush that first part. We don't even have to rush 1 and 2. Good, good. All right, so today we introduced the transition, the third piece of the roadmap. Any questions? The downswing starts with our legs. What What do we?
1-2?
Well, right now we're working on it 1-2 just because it's mechanical. Remember, the stages of learning, we have that mechanical drills like this, a functional drill where we're taking that same feel, not trying to really hit the ball hard, but just make good contact. So, and then functionality is pretty tough. We got to get our drills in. But yeah, so right now it's 1-2. So one's a small knee move of the knee to shift the weight or the pressure, and 2's rotary. Getting that left hip behind us. So many people make the mistakes of doing it all at once. So you hurt yourself, you're unwilling to do it because it hurts, you're moving forward and around at the same time, which is impossible. So we need to get the pressure in the left foot because it's on the right at this point. Just a little bit more, not all of it, just a little bit more to get us ready to go. And then we can rotate.
Makes sense.
Good. And I don't want you forcing it. So a couple things. Go into the bag really, really slow. We can't see the ground right now, but okay, go 1-2. See how that right foot's already way off the ground? Watch mine once. See how much more, and then at this point, that would come off the ground. So I don't want you to put too much effort. That's still forward motion. Like baseball, it's gonna be
Down.
right, and it's still coming up.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Let's feel that down and around feel that you just saw me do. Take your time though. Down and around. Good. See how to get the rod back is another way to look at this is your left side's actually getting behind you. That's when your right side's ready to hit it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Good job today. We'll introduce,
Scott. We're gonna do what?
we'll introduce piece 4 next time I see you. The
right.
final piece of the puzzle. And a lot of it was talked about today when we were discussing the hips and the shoulders getting open.
That's the key.
How imperative that is. All right, my friend, good job. We'll see you next time. Hit them well and play better golf.
Yeah. I'll try.